The fashion world is mourning the death of American-style icon Iris Apfel, who died this weekend aged 102. An interior designer by trade, she reached the peak of her success in her 80s and 90s, renowned for her eccentric style and colourful jewellery.
Apfel helped usher in an era of greater age diversity in fashion, a movement which in fact gained unprecedented momentum on the fall 2024 runways over the past few weeks, with more mature models cast in shows than seemingly ever before. For more, fashion journalist Paddy Huntington joins us now. Oh, good morning to you, Paddy. I see that you're paying homage here.
Bit of an homage to Iris.
Yeah, beautiful necklace. Tell us a little bit about her life and what you think her legacy will be.
Amazing woman, a little bit like Karl Lagerfeld, who obviously was but 20 years her junior when he passed away. I think everyone thought she was going to go on forever. I mean, 102 is amazing. What is remarkable, though, is that she became really famous in her 80s and 90s. Now, I mean, she was an interior designer by trade. She founded a company called Old World Fabrics in 1950 with her late husband, Karl Apfel, and specialised in the reproduction of 17th, 18th, 19th century fabrics, and was actually called the First Lady of Fabric because she worked with nine White House administrations, everyone from Harry Truman up through to Bill Clinton, on refurbishments. So it wasn't until 2005 when the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute, I mean, she was obviously well known for her personal style and amazing colour, and they dedicated an exhibition at their Costume Institute, the first time a designer had been so honoured, and that just sort of, propelled her into the mainstream. And look, she signed a modelling contract with IMG, the world's biggest modelling agency that represents the world's biggest models, at the age of 97, and went on to front campaigns for MAC Cosmetics, H&M, and Australia's Blue Illusion. Yeah. She was in a campaign called Ageless in 2016. So, and look, yes, she did usher in, I believe. I mean, there have been mature models sort of, coming through the returning to the ranks of modelling. But I think, I mean, really, the fact that you would see something like that in a major cosmetics campaign at the age of 102. I mean, we are in the process of this sort of wellness boom, and people think that we are going to live forever, and possibly we may at some point. The world's population is ageing, and I think she really did address that. And certainly on the runways, as you mentioned, this season, we saw more mature models than ever before, and in every collection, one collection in New York particularly, Batsheva Hayes' collection, where she only cast women over the age of 40, and but basically street cast them as well. So really interesting to see.
Yeah, and beyond those mature models on the fall 2024 runway, we also saw some new fresh faces, especially from Australia, actually.
There's always new fresh faces. It's always about the next pretty young thing. I mean, in addition to these mature models, which is great, but yes, look, Australian models are really powering ahead at the moment. I mean, we've got, Adula Kesh, who is one of the world's major models, but here's Lily Cummings from Coffs Harbour. Now, she was scouted at a Harry Styles concert exactly a year ago, and she had her worldwide debut at Prada. Here's Tari Eaton at Gucci, and Rebecca Xu at Dior, all having their first season. And there's also Ruby Hill, who here she is at Loewe. She's also had an amazing first season. So amazing, coming through. Here's Ruby at Chloe and Todd. So it's the appetite for sort of new faces, and particularly from Australia. I mean, the agencies do such an incredible job, and and also behind the scenes, we've got young Australians too. So Rick Owens, who's one of American designer shows in Paris, for the second season. I mean, the men's show a few weeks ago, and now his women's show. He showed these crazy kind of inflatable latex boots from this young South African Australian designer by the name of Cal Smith. Now, here's the show. Now, he's still a student at Central St Martin's, but has made his way through to, to the attention of Rick Owens, and actually already did a collaboration with him that went on sale last year. So,
I mean, this is art right here, right? It's not really fashion you can wear.
Well,
they're wearing it, obviously.
That said, Rick Owens is a formidable business. I mean, of course, there's showpieces, and I mean, I'm not quite sure how you wear those shoes, but you are seeing people wearing the most sort of things that you would consider to be showpieces on the runway. You see them out and about.
They'd be comfy.
They would be, and waterproof.
It's their blow up.
And waterproof. And look, I've got to say, thanks to an organisation, a not-for-profit called the Australian Fashion Foundation, helmed by two expats in New York, Malcolm Carfrae and Julianne Kay, they've been getting young Australian fashion graduates into internships internationally, and now they're working behind the scenes at the world's biggest brands too.